Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, I'll be refuting a common contention to the Kalam cosmological argument, namely that God's knowledge is an actual infinite. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because this contention came up in the recent debate Hamza Zolsitz and Muhammad Hijab had with two atheists, and I think they actually did a really poor job responding to this contention. And honestly, this contention is easily refuted. Like there is no reason for them doing a poor job. Personally, I think it was because of their Salafi leanings uh, that they tried to defend the infinity. But in this case, there really was no need. Now, let's get started on the argument and the contention. So, here's the contention. Kalam cosmological argument requires that an actual infinite number of things cannot exist. God's knowledge is actually infinite. Therefore, Kalam cosmological argument leads to an internal contradiction in the theist belief. So, here's the refutation. Just to give you a bit of a background on this topic, there are three philosophical arguments for the beginning of the universe and two scientific arguments for the beginning of the universe. This contention, in principle, just concerns only one of them, the argument from impossibility of actually infinite number of things existing. Even if I granted this contention, it does nothing to refute the Kalam cosmological argument. Why? Because two philosophical and two scientific arguments still remain for the beginning of the universe. So understand how weak this contention is in principle. Now, but I'm not going to grant it because it's actually quite a pathetic contention and it's easily refuted. Here's the refutation. There are two types of objects or existences or things that exist: abstract and concrete. Abstract refers to things like knowledge and proposition and numbers. God's knowledge would come in this category, just like and basically any knowledge or memory or things like that come in this category. Those are, although I'm not sure about memory, but I'm sure about numbers and knowledge and these things. They are abstract. Concrete refers to things like walls or buildings or hotels or beings, angels, jinns, right? That's what concrete refers to. Abstract things have no causal powers. Abstract things cannot do anything. Let's suppose the number 7 exists, right? That would be an abstract thing. It cannot do anything, it has no causal ability. Concrete things have causal powers. For example, if I throw a ball at a person, it will hurt that person, it has causal power, right? It will affect that person. Here's the problem for the atheists. The atheists are assuming the same condition that applies to concrete objects applies to abstract objects as well. They need to prove this assumption. This argument, the argument for impossibility of an actual infinite number of things, is proven using things like Hilbert's Hotel, which, if it could exist, would be concrete. All the arguments for the impossibility of an actual infinite do is show that a concrete actual infinity is impossible, and this is what theists are claiming. The atheists are claiming this applies to abstract actual infinities as well. They need to prove this assumption. And if they cannot prove that this applies to abstract actual infinites as well, then their assumption is worthless. This is a really simple and easy refutation. The atheists are assuming the same thing that applies to concrete applies to abstract. They need to prove this. And if they cannot prove their arguments, right, their contentions, why should we take them seriously? Why should anyone? In conclusion, inshallah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Again, this contention really isn't powerful at all, even if granted it doesn't really affect the kalam, and it's actually easily refuted. Inshallah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Inshallah, I'll keep refuting these clowns. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.